Business model innovation has to do with inventing and implementing new models for doing business and creating value. As such, business model innovation can be viewed as a process of transformation and reinvention. Hence the acronym for the Reinvent project. What is a business model? And how can reinventing a business model lead to success?
This is what we set out to explore in the Reinvent project, led by the Reykjavík University Center for Research on Innovation and Entrepreneurship, with 4 other partners. The National Louis University School of Business in Nowy Sącz, Poland, VA Architects in Reykjavík, Iceland, I3D in Gliwice, Poland, and Stormsellen in Horsens, Denmark.
With this group, made up of 2 universities and 3 businesses, the Reinvent project represents an industry-academia collaboration. Indeed, the funding for the project was obtained from the European Union's 7th Framework Program for Industry-Academia Partnerships and Pathways, or IAPP.
Because of the unique importance of small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs, and the creative sectors for Europe, Reinvent focuses on SMEs in creative sectors.
The cornerstone of the IAPP program is secondments, periods during which a researcher from academia spends time in a business, or vice versa, during which a researcher from industry spends time at a university.
Reinvent explores how SMEs in creative sectors, operating in both digital and non-digital markets, can implement business model innovation to enhance competitive advantage, and puts this knowledge into practice in 3 SMEs.
Trying to do the new value proposition in the foundation of Stormsellen. This is Stormsellen.
This you just can't see it. This is right here. Okay, so that's again like your international, national.
I learned a lot. And then I feel the second injection of enthusiasm in terms of how I can develop myself thanks to the Reinvent project. The second variable represents...
Reinvent creates opportunities to evaluate and validate business model innovation as a competitive tool for European SMEs through in-depth research among SMEs in the partner countries.
The research conducted in Reinvent is particularly relevant in view of the many challenges Europe currently faces. Understanding successful business models in the creative sectors is an important piece of the puzzle.
Several workshops have been hosted by the partners, and these workshops have benefited not only the Reinvent researchers, but also other staff in the hosting organizations, and people from local industries and policymakers.
Technology, the applications which helps
Various creative methods for brainstorming and envisioning business model innovation have been used, some of which might be labeled as serious games.
Or you can say, okay, I want it for 2 people.
Because from this moment you can like 2 roots.
For the entire life. That is the additional information that I obtained in my search.
The Reinvent researchers have published annual reports, presented a large number of papers at conferences, and submitted several articles for peer review in internationally acclaimed academic journals. The first of these articles have already been accepted for publication, and the academic output from the Reinvent project is expected to continue long after the project formally ends.
Besides the project's benefits in the form of knowledge transfer, reinvention of the partners' business models, and publications for industry and academia, the researchers involved have been exposed to new working conditions and new cultures. They have also made new friends and built and expanded their networks.
If we have a customer who doesn't know actually what he wants, we can use it as a strength because we can